Warning, this podcast discusses conspiracy theories and critiques the pharmaceutical industry. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult professionals before making health decisions. We also invest in cryptocurrency, which you have to be an absolute fucking retard to buy in. Make sure you're consulting a financial expert for more information on this.
Welcome to the Higher Value Show with Cashman and Randall Brad. Let's go. Let's smoke some weed.
Fuck a ghost.
Learn some things. Deep Prince and Inlex State are on wing. We're here to open up your mind. The cue the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. We're here for you. We'll blame Bill Hill for corny cat to your toe.
It's all here.
Maybe I'm here finally. Maybe I just haven't been here. All of us. Yo, welcome to Higher Values. I'm Cashman, and of course, I've got Rando, Brad, and T Prince up here with us today. And what the fuck are we doing today?
I think I just fucked up.
Hey, everyone.
Sorry to change the subject right off the bat, guys. I got my grower coalition. We're going to be giving that giveaway thing here in a minute. I got my fucking RSO whatever super sticks here. I'm putting these in these little gummies here. And I don't know, like I put way too much in, but I'm thinking like, did I put too much in?
Eat that shit.
But like,
Fucking eat it.
So much.
Hi,
What
Gorilla.
up, Gorilla? How we doing, bro?
Man, Gorilla, if I'm faded by 30 minutes in this, that's my bad. It could be a shitty show. We're gonna try to get when are we gonna do the giveaway? Like 45 in, 30 in, right now before it gets too late.
If we don't do it now, we're gonna fucking forget.
You're right about that.
I won't let you forget.
I mean,
Too much.
how'd that
You
taste?
know, one of us has to
Like
stay.
assholes.
I don't even know why you chew it, bro. I would have just swallowed that shit.
A gummy.
Fuck that. I would have swallowed that shit. No. Don't that shit stick to your teeth?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little bit.
No. No. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna
Especially
mute
not
this
on
and
camera.
Eat a couple more.
I'd be fucking gagging, dog. Oh, hell no.
You could be like Melissa. Just eat your greens.
I got a gag reflex and all that shit. I'll be puking. Oh, hell no.
So have you had any more dates, Cash? Yeah, look at that smile.
I like chocolate. That's all I'm saying.
So you would say single life's been great.
I'm enjoying myself.
Okay. Let's do a brief therapy session here before we do this giveaway.
Do we need to do this though?
For me.
Oh, okay.
So, and how would you say your life has been since moving on from the divorce?
Brother, there's no time like the present.
No time like the present. And what would you have to say to the ex-wife who was not putting out consistently?
All I gotta do is make one call.
And
Younger
all he has
and
to do is
cheaper
make one.
model.
Well, yeah, I'm in a drought right now, and
Hey, brother, I am not.
you know,
I have nothing to say about that.
Best wishes, brother.
the thing is, I didn't even do anything wrong. Like, I ain't even in the doghouse. I ain't even like out here fucking up. I ain't even out here like smoking crack. You know what I mean? Like what I do. But apparently something. So
Oh, you having problems?
I would. That's probably the best way to put it. I'm having problems.
You're in the doghouse?
No, I'm legitimately not.
Honestly, she is.
But like, You might be onto something here. Like at any point in time, I could just like flip and just be like, well, you know what?
You know what you just need to do? If it wasn't for your daughter, you would just bring someone home and fuck her right in front of her.
No, I wouldn't be that cold blooded, but very close.
I don't know.
Very
From what
close.
you said, she's kind of tough. That could end badly.
Mm-hmm. But
No,
would
you
it
bring
end?
another one that knows how to fight and, well, duke it out for this dick.
Video or it didn't happen.
Seems like a great idea.
You know, honestly, at this
That
point,
would get a lot of clicks, Brad. That
it
video.
would. But you know, and this is just my own thing. Since we're already opening up this can of worms here, the self-esteem issue that comes around from this, like, I don't even think like anybody wants to have sex with me at this point. You know, like that's a whole thing you get into.
Does your
And
hand
that's,
get you off?
I mean, like,
That's a little bit of TMI.
no, I saw some shit while scrolling. I don't even know who posted it. They talking about like if you're jerking off, like that means that like you're gay or something like that, or whatever. And I was like,
I seen that post.
and I'm like, no, wait a minute,
Come on now.
because I'm not saying I look bad, but I'm also not saying I want to suck my own dick now. That's what I'm saying.
So you're double jointed? Is that what you're saying?
No, you see,
Okay, now, Brad, so at this point in your drought, if you could suck your own dick, would you suck your own dick?
no, and that's thankfully because we live in 2025. And I don't know if this is because like society is like pushing this whole chemically castrated agenda through Bill Gates and stuff like that. I'm not a huge Elon Musk
Bill Gates
fan.
always make it into every fucking
Bro,
episode.
he controls everything. He controls literally fucking everything. And that's I don't love everything about Elon, but he does say we got to reproduce. Maybe he should hold that back a little bit, you know, without the Ashley Sinclairs and stuff like that.
Single-handedly going to repopulate the earth.
But nevertheless,
Nice.
like that's where I'm at with it. I agree with him because like I think these rich people, they want to stop reproduction. They know that they can't get away with mass murder on a fucking large scale without us conspiracy theorists, me and Tony fucking being like, hey, you're killing us. And like they're already kind of rocking the boat there. But they can make sure that we're not reproducing at a high level, especially not fucking high level of intelligent motherfuckers. So that's what they're doing.
Atrazine.
You know. Nevertheless, I forgot where I was even going with all that stuff, but
I don't know, but old girl told me she ain't want no kids, and I was like, perfect.
you go get that surgery.
I need to.
See,
I got insurance now.
I was thinking about putting that shit out one of these days, like put that in a classified ad, like got the snip. Just STD free, drug freaks, marijuana friendly, you know, all that stuff, and just see what happens. You know,
I mean, it could work.
it could, except for I only bring that up because in the paper for the last couple of weeks, I get the local paper here. This poor guy, man, this poor fella, fucking Craig.
Craig.
I'm putting Craig on the spot. I should have had the fucking newspaper clipping. Craig has been doing the personal classifieds in my local area for the past 6 months. And here I am on my drought. I feel bad because Craig's clearly been on a drought for 6 months. Ain't nobody fucking respond to his classified fucking nothing. Like he's paying like what, $35, $40 a fucking a newspaper clip for
Is
this?
this like equivalent to Craigslist?
But he's doing it in like the actual newspaper. Like people still fucking read this. Like, I mean, granted, here I'm reading it. Like, damn, Craig, you still ain't found nobody to fucking take your ad, bro.
It's
Which
time
makes
to
me
find
want.
Craig a nice lady.
I actually want to call
giveaways
Craig.
at 125 retweets.
Yeah, that shit went fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
6,000, over 6,000. Last time I looked at it, it was like 3,700 views, and it's at 6,200 now.
And let me pivot to talk shit real quick about everybody who entered that giveaway.
I
See,
have a couple in there that have me blocked.
Well, they're
here's
not
the
gonna
core thing.
win. They can't win if they have you
Absolutely,
blocked.
because fuck them. And
Oh
and
yeah, they
fuck,
can. Just because I'm gonna be so nice. Like they got my personal account blocked, but oh, you still follow my podcast? Hey, okay. You want to win some free shit? Hey, okay.
hey, but ain't that like how everybody on X is? I know we broadcast on YouTube and whatever else, but on X that used to be our main audience until everybody gave up on the app. But I think the main thing with why everybody gave up, y'all just wanted a bunch of fucking free shit. You just wanted handouts for fucking doing nothing. You didn't want to participate in any goddamn thing, fucking make anything fucking fun or great for anybody
Wait,
else. You
wait,
just
wait.
wanted to.
Speak for yourself. I busted my butt on those articles.
I'm talking about everybody who entered the giveaways right now. God
Oh,
damn it.
okay.
No, I'm
Sorry.
just kidding. But mainly just the people who enter the giveaways and then don't watch the show. Like that's some fuck shit.
Oh,
That
okay.
shit
I'm on the
pisses me
same
off.
page now.
Makes me so angry. You could at least
Trey's
watch 5
here.
minutes of the show.
Aren't you, Trey?
That looks like a no.
But
Yeah,
no,
no,
I
he's
definitely
here.
was scrolling the entries, and I'm like, you've got me blocked. You
Mhm.
tagged person that's got me blocked. You've got me blocked.
Wow, you have a lot of people that block you, Cash.
I find someone new every day that has me fucking blocked, and I'm just like, I don't even know you. Why you got me
What a
blocked?
Cannabis
talent.
community is weird.
And then I sit there and wonder what it was that I
Mhm.
said or did.
So,
Can we
do
start inviting
you
people
know
we don't like?
why they blocked you, or it's just
I
a
probably told them to go
surprise?
fuck themselves, but
Let's reach out. Let's bring them on the show.
Let's
I'm
get a
game.
panel. We'll get a panel of like 10 people that have blocked Cash.
Honestly, though, why'd you
We'll all
block
just
me,
go through.
bitch?
Yeah, we'll ask some questions. We'll find out what's going on, see if we can rectify it, or if at the end they'll say, "You know what, Cashman, let's bury the hatchet," or "Go fuck
We'll
yourself."
run it like an episode of Survivor, and the last man standing
Honestly, I
gets a
don't know
prize.
how much
It's a
hashing
prize.
out there will be because I'm gonna call him a fucking paper-handed, soft-ass bitch
Oh
for fucking
shit!
hitting that block button because I can still see everything you fucking say, little candy asshole.
Yeah,
So, this is kind of a segue, but are we going to talk about the former commander applesauce in chief and his
yeah. We do need to talk about that
Don't you have
motherfucker.
cancer or
because
something?
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't killed him already,
So
honestly.
now, hang on. Let's dial this back because we're talking about Joe Biden and his poopy butthole cancer. Now that's not the appropriate term here, but that's what I'm gonna say.
What kind of
So,
cancer you got?
poopy butthole cancer.
Colon.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's already at stage 4 and it's gone into his bones. So
Well, is that why he
when
was acting fucking retarded while he was
So, bro
president?
was shitting his britches for real, when
right.
people were saying that he was shitting his pants and they were just trying to brush it under the rug. Like, no, he actually had cancer. We should have felt bad about the man, but instead, let's just hide it and ignore
Instead,
it.
we were memeing about him and talking
Right.
Well,
shit.
my thing is that they should be charged with elder abuse, like 100% charged with elder abuse for what they. I'm
Mhm.
not a fan. I think he's a creepy child molesting liar,
Sure.
but he doesn't even know what day it is or why or whether he was wearing pants, and they made him like their performing bear or whatever for 4 years.
I was saying somebody can fact check me on this, but
So was
it's
his
mind
wife
blowing.
really the president then?
Oh,
This is where it gets
that's why she
hairy.
got so mad when they did that illegal segue and just made Kamala the the whatever it's called,
When they
instead
hand
of
selected
him.
her.
And you could see, like, when they had to interact, you could see Jill was pissed about the whole thing. She wanted to be president for another year.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, though, like, I'm mind blown that the White House allegedly knew about this. People
So
close to Biden knew about this.
where's the
Some
doctor that that said that his health was perfectly fine? Because that proved to be a lie.
right,
That
and
100%.
doctor needs his license taken.
that's
Yes.
got to be
I
fraud.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. His license should be
Yeah,
removed, and he should not be allowed to practice medicine
somebody's
because
got to be
either
convicted of fraud here. Like
A, he
somebody.
lied, or B, he's incompetent.
But I think this goes back to like what a lot of people have been saying for years. We can talk about it all day, but like the press, the media, they have no fucking balls. The mainstream press, they're just bootlickers, just taking what rich people have to say and spitting it out, and
Bootlickers.
not really fucking putting their own spin on it, doing any investigative
Oh, no, they
journalism.
just puppet what they're told to puppet. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
how many times have we seen the video of, the dog is about to rip my
Oh,
monitor off the he got my cable, he's scratching and he grabbed my cable. I almost lost my whole monitor. Sorry. Um, sorry. How many videos have we seen of them puppeting the same freaking exact line verbatim over and over and over and over on every mainstream media outlet?
right. And you know, to me that goes back to, I don't know how you guys feel about this. Every time I turn on the news, it's we got this sponsored by fucking big pharma and shit all over that thing, and like I think that's where it comes from, or stems from, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong,
Well,
but
I don't think they should be allowed to advertise at all.
what do you mean you don't like having 1 out of 6 commercials be a fucking
No,
pharmaceutical jingle?
I don't think they should be allowed to.
You don't
Yeah, and
like
then the
knowing the
fast
Jardiance
talking
song
guy,
off the top of your head like I do?
the
I got
fast
that
talking
Jardiance in my
guy at
head.
the end telling you that the side effects may include your
Mhm.
asshole falling out.
I love the all the stuff on Ozempic right now that's coming out. Um, I don't love it actually.
Oh,
That's
oh,
horrible for
oh,
me to say. Um,
Ozempic.
but
Oh, oh, oh.
like the people who are finding out that like the blindness thing is like fucking real.
Oh.
You mean to tell
But you're
me?
thin. I mean, you might not be able to see it, but you're skinny.
I mean, you could have went walking. You could have done some crystal meth, but instead you
That's
you
my
went.
favorite thing. Like the depression medications, they'd be like
May
yada
cause
yada yada,
depression.
but side effects are you
Depression.
might fucking blow your head off when you
Yeah,
start taking this.
suicidal
Wait,
thoughts,
Make sure you
isn't
see it
depression.
this
if you try to
supposed to
kill yourself.
cure what I was trying to do here?
Not make it worse.
Yeah. Me and the producer, investigator, we had a conversation the other day, and I was talking about that. And this is my personal opinion. When it comes to depression, especially, I believe depression is a physiological response. Now, that's a big word, right? Physiological. It's a response that you induce on your own. It's like when you have all this stress, anxiety, all these things that are overwhelming, and you're not doing shit about it except for being a lazy son of a bitch, you're going to be depressed. If you're fat and you're not walking and you're not like exercising, you're going to have like that moment of like self-doubt. You're going to have that self-esteem issue. You're going to be depressed. Um, there's other ways that stuff can come about, but nevertheless, if you're not doing anything to fight back against your depression, or what is the response of just shutting down, well, yeah, you're going to continue to be depressed. You're going to continue to do nothing. You have to actually engage in shit, feel things, participate in life, have a little bit of anxiety, feel
Try to
uncomfortable.
eat something healthy,
Try to live a fucking well-balanced life.
like eat a vegetable. Stay away from processed foods and
you know,
don't eat fast food, don't eat sugar. It's easy.
you're telling me I can't get all my food at the Dollar General Market?
No,
What? They just put in a new Dollar General
that's
Market
not
right down the
food.
road from me, and they got beef, they got chicken, they got
Oh,
tuna.
you got one of them fancy ones that got all the
Do they
meat
have
and stuff?
vegetables?
Dog, they put that shit in 30 miles away, and I'd be riding to that one specifically.
Do they have
Expensive, though? Like
fresh
how
produce?
expensive?
They do, and like
Yeah.
No
their
way.
bananas actually look better than the grocery store bananas. Like
That's the
Or the quick
GMOs in
pippin
them. That's
So, like,
the
probably
is it
that's the Bill Gates
ridiculously
bananas.
expensive?
no,
Oh,
it's
probably.
actually really fucking very affordable. They have a Dollar Tree aisle because we don't have Dollar Trees here. So like, they have everything, and perfectly priced, if you will. I got my face wash there. I got my body soap there. You know what I mean? Like, man, I must have went shopping, got food for a week, and only spent like $100. Like I said, this is a win.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have a Dollar General. What did I tell y'all? 0.4 miles from my house. So I
got
have sent the
3.
boys to get like I need something for that I forgot at the grocery store. Go see if Dollar General
Yeah,
has it.
why not?
You know.
Hey, Dollar General, when it comes to Doritos, look, I don't know any place that has Doritos for any cheaper than Dollar General. Last I checked, they're like 2 for $7 at fucking Dollar General nationwide. You
Really?
go to Walmart, they're fucking $5 a bag. What are we talking about?
Mhm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Dollar General sometimes is the winner.
They all right
Oh
for
man,
some shit, but they're pretty expensive.
the motherfuckers up here, like if they could just leave the self checkout open or get rid of it and like get this
Right?
hire
That was a
somebody
waste
that
of money
works
because they never work. There's,
Have a
you
second
know.
customer service agent, second cashier.
or and the Dollar General market that is down the road a couple miles. They're nice so far. Brand new store. The store next to me is like 3 years old, but we still have the lady who has her boyfriend sitting outside fucking smoking while the fucking car is running, just chain smoking over and over again, making sure his girl's not gonna leave the store, and fucking goes in there every couple of minutes. Hey, can I get a pack of smokes? Hey, can I get a couple bucks for gas so I can keep the car running? That guy. And it's very bad for business, slows down everything. The lady, she does very unhelpful. And yes, she's flirting with everybody, which makes the guy more and more paranoid. It's it's a fucking circle. Jesus Christ, we need
Man,
somebody else in there to
Sounds
work
like
these
my
places.
hometown.
I must not go in there when you're at the same time as you there, man. I have no clue who you're talking about.
No, they got a newer, younger guy in there. And the
Is he the
manager,
tall
she's
goth
okay.
kid?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's good. I'll
he's-
give him props. He's a good employee.
yeah, but he wants to tell me how good of an employee he is every time I'm there, which is kind of my current problem with him. It's like he's like, hey, like I'm not supposed to have the code for this, but like they trust me. I don't need to know that.
I don't care.
See, this
Like,
is how
stop
bad
talking.
Brad's drought is. He is getting fucking unuseful
Unsolicited advice.
information from Dollar General workers.
I think Brad doesn't think anybody wants him, and actually everybody in town wants him. They don't
I
tell
think
me
this
that
might
shit.
be a case.
All
That guy
50
doesn't talk
people.
to me like that.
All 50
You know,
people.
So the
Maybe
other
he's
day,
setting you up to rob the bitch.
speaking of what he just said, I went all the way across fucking the country basically to go to fucking Menards because we don't have shit in this town, so I had to drive 3 hours fucking to the nearest actual city. And I'd be damned if I did not get like actually confronted, and I thought I was being undressed with her eyes. I almost slapped her because I felt uncomfortable. I was, Jesus Christ, lady,
But
calm
you
down.
liked it, right?
I deduced that she was about 47. So
Is that out of your age gap?
she would have had to have like led with her mouth. And is that being rude?
Understood.
Is that being rude? Yeah. Come on.
I mean, did she at least have a nice rack?
No. Very small, very petite.
Could have led with those too. That would have worked.
Like for me, honestly, like I think the core issue, like we said, for like 47, maybe in her 50s. She, 5 foot, maybe 4'11". My younger years, that's acceptable. I haven't gotten any fucking taller, but I'm over 200 pounds now. So like, I can already tell she doesn't eat. She probably only does fucking cocaine and eats at Whole Foods. That type of fucking diet. I like Burger
That
King.
sounds
Like
like a
food.
healthy, well balanced diet
mean,
to me. Whole Foods.
At one point in my life, I was definitely on the nose candy diet.
Yeah. But like when those things come into consideration, like can I throw her across the room? And the answer is very far. I'm like, how's this going to look in a court case?
Could you,
And now,
Just think Johnny Depp.
right. And now the only reason I bring this up is again because I said she was in her late 40s. If she is single and she's this fucking, skinny, she probably is on
definitely
fucking
crazy.
severe drugs. She's probably crazy. How is this going to look in a court case? I do not need to be a fucking guy twice as big as her if she's claiming that, I threw her across the room, which I might have done if she was a fucking crazy bitch. So, younger Brad would have jumped all over this. But
Shows that
learned.
you're growing up, Brad.
I have learned.
Wait, you don't still chase red flags?
Mm-mm.
At what age
Mm-mm.
does that stop happening?
3 years ago when Brad and I first met each other in Ohio. Sorry.
I mean, so yeah, same situation, right? Same exact situation that I just painted to you, right? Except for I did go for it, right? And boy was that a
Oh shit.
I really
But-
like chasing red flags, boys.
but if we can reel it back in, she led with her mouth. So like, these are things to
Oh.
consider.
Okay.
These are things
And she
to
was-
consider.
She was all right looking. She wasn't
All
bad
right.
looking at all.
She was all right.
They're all
Right.
right with their lights off.
Yeah.
That's how every woman wants to be described. She was all right,
Right.
looking.
Right. Nothing magical. Get that fairy tale shit out your head. Like this was just like a moment of time. And I just didn't so happen to be bored. So but no. I earlier today, speaking of all this stuff though, I realized I'm gonna be 35 at the end of this year, and I know
You're a
like
baby.
two of you are like, shut the fuck up.
Be 31
you're a
in
baby.
July.
But
I'll be 41 Saturday.
as a kid personally, I would always, if somebody I knew them as 35, like I'm like, oh, look at this fucking old geezer, and
I never thought I'd make the 31.
dude, that's
and
how
here
I
am,
felt.
About to hit
Like, and now
40.
here I am fucking like I almost literally need a cane. Like,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
no, I just did the carpet in my daughter's room, and I was, using that fucking knee kicker and all that shit.
Oh,
and
that'll beat you up quick.
Yeah, well.
Did you have fun doing that?
Laying carpet sucks.
So here I am thinking I'm gonna get out of this hypothetical doghouse that I'm not really in. Like, oh, this will, like really make things better,
That
not
shit
a
ain't
fucking
worth it.
chance. But I did. Now, if you remember in the group
Not
chat
a
there,
chance.
I said, like I'm really enjoying, getting the opportunity to sit on my ass, not do a goddamn thing. That was great. That was
Did
great.
you do that?
Round of applause. We accomplished that. Got to not do a goddamn thing. And it was lovely. So, in fact, I didn't even do shit today. Like, I just
Nice.
watched a lot of fucking TV, which was fulfilling. So,
What'd you watch?
oh, man, have you ever seen the movie The Kingsman or the Kingsman movies?
Those are good.
Those are really fucking good movies. Like,
Those are good
I
movies.
never even heard of these motherfuckers. After I did the carpet, I was, just like fucking tired as fuck, like whatever. I think it was Monday night. And I just, whatever, I think it was FX was on or something. And the second Kingsman movie was on, joined in like halfway through. And,
Is that
they're
the one
killing
where all their
people.
heads explode in different rainbow colors?
Yeah, bro. Like, so like their heads are exploding and all that shit. And I'm like, oh, I need to stop this
Samuel L.
movie.
Jackson's in them.
He's in the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So like as I'm halfway through the second one, I'm like, I
You
need
got to
to
meet that
fucking pause
motherfucker.
this. I need to go back. I need to rewatch the whole fucking series, understand this program. And I'm glad I did. The Kingsman, the first movie and the second movie was fantastic. At the very end of the first movie, no spoilers here, no spoilers. He meets this girl. He's trying to save the princess. Cliche movie. Opens up the trap door. Is, oh, I'll get you out of here, but first I have to go save the world. And she goes, if you save the world, you can have my asshole. And man, he goes and saves the
What?
world.
Her
Her
Full of
asshole.
apples.
So
She says that for
yeah,
real?
She said
so he
that,
goes
yeah.
and he goes and saves the world, right? And everybody's like, all right, come on, let's get out of here. And homie's like, no, hang on, I got to go take care of something real quick.
You gotta,
So
if you
is
haven't
it like
seen it,
Go beat up
Deadpool
that
humor
booty hole,
then?
huh?
Yeah,
great
Yeah.
movie. Yeah,
very
sort
much
of kind
so.
of like Deadpool style humor, a little bit.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
much
Almost
I'll have to
making
look
the
them up.
almost making fun of 007 style movies.
yeah, but
Oh,
like
I like that.
So he definitely eats ass.
man, that shit got so it's so funny. I highly recommend you guys check that shit out. That's a fucking primo movie. I gotta watch the third one, but I sat through the first two. You know,
So
last couple days.
speaking of
Good ones.
movies, the final Mission Impossible is out. I think it's out. And Tom Cruise, 62 years old, did all of his own stunts in this final film.
What movie
That's
is
awesome. Also, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Right. Also,
But
yeah,
at the
him and
same
his
time,
Scientology bullshit.
I have a
you know,
personal reason. The one time I met him is when he ran into me on a snowboard,
what
Oh,
a dick.
on purpose?
and then was a dick about it. No, because he just can't snowboard for shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was working at the ski resort, and he ran into me and toppled me over the little girl that I was scanning. I was scanning passes, and I help her up, and I get her on the lift, and I
He
go to
acts
help
like
him
a
up, and
fucking
it's
7-foot guy hit him. Fucking Tom Cruise. He's like 3 foot tall, dude.
dude, Tom Cruise
yeah,
is
it's like getting
I'm
hit
6
by a
foot, he's
garden
like up
gnome.
to here on me, man. So I'm looking down at Tom Cruise. His two bodyguards come rushing up on me.
Physically
I'm
and
also out of
metaphorically.
control. They're acting like I'm going to do something. I don't realize who it is until I get him up off of his stupid ass. He just gives me a big slap on the back with his big fucking stupid Tom Cruise grin and says, "You're doing a great job here." And off they fucking went.
That
Good
sounds
stuff.
like Tom Cruise.
That's, yeah, Tom Cruise. Fuck
You know,
him.
So he can do his own stunts, but he can't snowboard. Is that what you're saying?
That's what, yes.
well,
This was on the Bunny Hill. At
Well,
the
he's
bottom
not
of the
tall
Bunny
enough.
Hill.
He's not tall enough to ride the lift to the big hills, is he?
I don't think
No.
I've actually seen him in a scene where he's doing any snowboarding or skiing, actually, come to think of it.
But there's a reason.
That's it. He
He
can fly planes pretty good. I do.
He can hang on to him too, pretty good from what
I
I've
don't know
seen.
if we.
Yeah, he can.
I've seen all the Mission Impossibles. Obviously, not this last one. I'm
I
roped
haven't.
into them now.
Mhm.
The first three were really good. This was before I knew anything about Scientology or the possibility of them, like drinking kids' blood or whatever fucking, shit
Yeah.
that goes on. But they got like the Simon Pegg guy in them now, and like they got like funny, and they're okay. I'm gonna check this one out. But if it's anything like the Top Gun movie, the Top Gun Maverick,
I
And-
liked
Oh,
it. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I liked
I
it.
enjoyed Top Gun Maverick myself. However, it was pointed out to me that is literally the same exact ending to fucking Star Wars. So you know,
Without the lightsabers and the X-wing
Right.
fighters, though, right?
but
Well, there's
you know,
no new
I didn't,
stories now.
you have to fly in. You can only get to this little tiny fucking
Well,
area.
I
You have to
thought
in a certain
the
amount of
barn,
time.
this is just like my canyon flying back home. And yeah, I did catch that.
But I'm not talking shit on it. Like I'm not out here fucking making movies. But
It
if
was
I
good though.
was,
I
I
liked
would
it.
try
I
to
was
end it
entertained.
without maybe the same script as something else. So
Good luck.
I have high hopes for Mission Impossible. He hasn't totally fucked me on all the other movies. However, if it goes like any of the Mission Impossibles, I know how it's going to end. But like, I don't know if cinema was broken because of Sylvester Stallone. Now, hear me out. I love Rocky, right? He was supposed to die at the end of Rocky 5. He was fucking supposed to die. It was supposed to be a drama, a great fucking cute story, and it was just supposed to be over. But Sylvester Stallone and his big ass fucking ego, no, I can't die. I have to fucking keep going on. I have to not lose this last fight. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a draw, and I'm actually going to kind of walk away as half-ass a winner. And then I'm going to go on, and I'm going to beat fucking Apollo Creed's son when I'm fucking 65. And like, enough. Fucking enough. And
He's
I wonder
another
if
guy
Tom
with
Cruise
a
did this.
tiny man syndrome.
Yes, absolutely. I heard you can't even look at Sylvester Stallone. Like his personal assistants and stuff. He's like, nope, I can look at you. I can talk to you. I can smell you, but you can't do it to me. And just like, I don't know if the last one's true.
I was reading an article that
Well,
Secret Service. He was someone high up. And he was in the White House when Bill and Hillary were there,
Mm,
and they said he was affable. He was okay, but no one was allowed to look at her. That she didn't want. That didn't even want to see them. They had to scurry around like freaking roaches when she was coming and hide because she didn't want to even see them.
I mean,
That's
And
weird.
she tried to take servicemen out of their uniforms for a time because she didn't want to see the uniforms, and they put the ixnay on that pretty quick. But yeah, they said she was a freaking wicked witch, and they had to all scurry around. He said he hated his job. It was the worst ever just because they had to scurry around and they were hiding in doorways and they would whisper, here she comes, and then run like freaking roaches to hide from her.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
oh,
And
you know,
disrespectful.
Just once,
kind of
I
sounds
think
like me and
once
my
you
wife.
reach,
So
we're
are
all
you
just
the cockroach,
disconnected.
Brad?
Basically, just get out of here.
So do you guys want to see the Bonnie Blue video?
I do, but while you're pulling that up, actually,
I have it right
what the
here.
fuck is the
Whenever you
website
get
that
ready.
we use to pick these fucking things? Was it XPick or
Cash.
something?
it's in the Discord.
That's helpful.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I do.
The gummies
Okay.
the gummies say yes.
Kicking you in.
Good
Yeah.
thing I was already
Hey,
doing it.
This syringe, man. Hit me.
I was literally already
Perfect.
doing it. But if you were gonna do it, I was gonna stop doing
Just so you
it.
could enjoy how fucking horrible of a presentation I was going to put on. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do appreciate that. Man. So, yeah, he's getting that giveaway pulled up. We'll be giving away, I don't know the amount of weed, but you're certainly going to be getting.
Your money's worth.
Well, yeah, it's going to be free for you. I want to say it might be like a quarter. Might be a quarter.
It's gonna be a goodie bag.
Don't
make any promises.
Yeah, let's call it a goodie bag. I know how much money I'm sending, so like it should be worth it. But you're getting free weed, so make sure you're in here. You got like 3 more seconds, and we're closing down the official entries because I just said so. And
Because I said so.
and for the next giveaway, because we're going to be doing one of those soon, be Herder Edibles. Big shout out to them. We're going to be we'll get in contact with them, but they have some good packs that they have too. We'll try to make sure we put something together or give you the option like we did the last time where they had a sweet
Here
or
we
a
go.
spicy option. Let's
Are
see
we
the winner
ready?
for the weed. Who's getting the free weed? U.S. only. I ain't catching the international charge for this.
Julie. Congratulations,
Julie.
Julie.
Let's go look.
All right. Does she pass the scumbag test? Looks
Connecticut.
good so far. Too bad. What type of content we got on here? Only giveaways or
PTSD, anxiety.
What is that?
Those are LSD tabs.
Oh.
Good, good, good.
That is a strip of acid right there.
Oh, now I get it. I see the perforations. Okay.
Lots of weed stuff, so
Yeah,
we like that.
awesome.
That'll work. Haven't
Congratulations.
posted
to
in a
you.
while, but that doesn't totally mean anything.
Just because she don't post
That's
don't mean
it.
she
Yeah,
ain't active.
Yeah.
I mean nothing.
Well, see, look at her replies.
I mean, she must have interacted, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's
Chrome.
over there doing another thing. It's good enough for me as long as they have a picture in their fucking account and bio. Made some posts. I'm okay with it. Wait. Did they follow us? Oh,
Yeah, hold on. I gotta look
right.
in the
Okay,
other
so
browser.
right.
Here, let me look. What is it? She follows you. She follows Herder Edibles, but she does not follow higher values.
Was that part of the? That was part of the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That
Could be an issue. I know it's just a button.
Let me just double
But boy,
check
is it an
here.
important button to push.
Yes, she follows cash only and Herder Edibles. That's it.
Weird.
She does not follow Grower Coalition or higher values. So, do you want to repick?
See, it says she follows us right here from the podcast
Oh,
account.
okay. I can't see it, but she doesn't follow Grower Coalition though, and that was one of the requirements. You guys decide what you want to do.
We'll send her a message or whatever and just make sure you're following them. But Gorilla over now in my default. Make sure you get in. I want to say next week we're doing
Gorilla.
the Herder Edibles giveaway. Yeah, next week sounds 21st today. So yeah, next week we'll do the Herder Edibles. We'll make a post on that in the next couple days. I think the last time we had Herder, they had the Rebel Pack or something else. I don't fucking know what it was called, but it was a sweet and spicy variety. They were around like the same value, like a $40 value, something like that. That'll probably be what we're giving away. Stay tuned for more details on that. It could be something more fancy after we get in contact with them. Could be something less fancy. They could tell us to go fuck ourselves, which I highly doubt. But it could.
It could happen.
It could. Let's leave these possibilities out there. But no, we'll work with them, see about getting a giveaway for some edibles, and then next month, boy, do I got a feeling that we might be hitting up Glass Station because, man, something about fucking giving away a big ass bong just feels right. So I don't know. I don't know where you guys are at on that, but
I like it.
I feel like we got to give a little bit of a hype for that one, like a 2 week, like get your ass in here.
Well, yeah, it's a big ass fucking
like,
bong.
What are we talking about here?
I mean, are we gonna do a bong or are we gonna do something else? We did a bong last time.
I mean, they do have all sorts of
Yeah,
shit.
that was a fancy looking rig too.
No, it was.
We could definitely do
I
something.
mean, somebody who's not doing something for the next 10 minutes, go to Glass Station and fucking pull this shit up. Or shit. Let's do this on the
Not
show.
good.
Fuck it. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to type, but I'm not fast.
That's probably the RSO.
Oh, that Grower Coalition fucking RSO syringe. The Fico stick, whatever the fuck they calls it. Feco.
Shit got that boy seeing stars.
All right, let me share this screen over here for Glass Station. Let's see what we're looking at. I ain't spending $100. I'll tell you that. Y'all buy your own fucking glycerin straight tube bong. Fuck you. If anybody getting that, it's gonna be me. But they have pipes? No, not pipes. No bubblers. They sending a bubbler?
Bubbler would be cool.
A bubbler would be cool.
Hey,
look, a monkey
I ain't
fucking
gonna lie. Well,
something.
monkey fucker wouldn't be bad.
What I'm talking about. But I mean, they got all kinds of cool shit.
Let's see another option real quick. What's in the dab and accessories? Oh,
Those are just stems and such, right?
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They got all the fucking little accessories there for all this shit.
You're gonna have better luck with giving away something you can actually smoke out of versus a fucking.
Here we go.
There you go.
Nah, that's too cheap. But some of these little oil burners,
That neon one's pretty nice.
I got that one. That's a nice one. I like that one. Ooh. Wee. All right, so I don't know. I think it might come down to a dab rig.
Honestly, I think you should give that goody glass one away right there with the smiley face on it.
That one's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Or that one right there.
Difference.
$5.
No shit. Oh, this one only comes in the slime green. The pink's out. Weird.
It's just probably because he's out of stock or something.
This one looks cool though. I don't mind this one. I say that's
Is he
probably
hitting
one we
that
go
thing
with.
through his nose? No, okay.
It
Just the way
almost
it's
looks like it. All right.
Like, damn, man. I've been out of the
But
game.
anyway, shit.
All right. So, who was that person we did the giveaway to?
I messaged
All right, perfect.
him already.
So, congratulations to whoever that was, because this show stinks.
Oh, fuck, Brad.
You got message from that guy, hopefully, and once you get all that shit squared away
From the podcast account, yeah.
we'll have that sent out over the next couple days. Whenever Grow Coalition gets around to actually getting the sending, but usually it takes like a couple days from there. I wouldn't imagine it takes too long. Last time I ordered from them, it was overnight shipping. So you got to let us know how that goes. Would appreciate a little bit of a review for Grower Coalition and a little bit of a shout out for them, of course. But stay tuned. Next week, we've got that herder edible giveaway going. Man, before we go to break,
Got their website pulled up, Herder Edibles. They've got some nifty little treats on here right now. How about that bacon? Honey infused
I need
bacon
that bacon.
jerky.
Nice.
That looks like fire.
what if we
there's
just
the-
send a pound of fucking bacon? Who gonna be mad about a pound of bacon?
Right? But the problem is I would just eat it all at once because that like the
Yeah.
jerky. Who can not eat the whole bag? When you start a bag of jerky, you're gonna eat the whole thing.
I mean,
That's
I don't know about all their jerky, but the Thai fighter or the whatever the teriyaki one,
Jabba the Nut.
that teriyaki beef jerky is so fucking good.
I don't know, whatever jerky they sent me, it didn't last but 5 minutes.
Was there a hole in the bottom of your bag too? I swear
Yeah,
to God,
I
bro.
bet. You can't when you
Yeah,
start a
with my
bag of beef
fucking
jerky, you
mouth.
can't stop. And then there's the honey. Their prices are
The
really
honey's so
good
good.
too.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, for infused, it's you can't beat that stuff. I mean, like most of this stuff, like you could go at organic.
I didn't realize they had sugar and shit.
That's the teriyaki sauce you were talking about, right? Or was it the
Oh yeah,
buffalo
that
sauce?
is the teriyaki sauce.
I like
That
that
teriyaki,
sauce.
you can put it on anything, and it is so fucking good.
I can't wait to cook on the Blackstone with it this year.
Oh yeah.
The rub is perfect. I can't say enough fucking good things about that rub.
I need that rub. I ain't got.
It-
I
no
don't.
rub.
I haven't got to try any of it. Hint,
I don't.
hint. Wink, wink.
I don't want to say it could use more garlic. You know, maybe that's my thing. I love garlic, but otherwise that the rub it's a perfect seasoning for steak, chicken, pork. I haven't tried it on turkey.
Now,
I ain't
is
gonna
it
lie.
really like strong as far as the infusion goes, or
So I don't know if it for like the baking and the cooking temperatures and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. Like maybe I'm just not using enough of the rub. Um, but I
I
haven't.
meant for lightweights?
So that's a fair point.
Mm.
That I don't know. So I,
That's something you're gonna have to play with
I'm
on the
talking to
day
the
off.
wrong person.
yeah, because like now I know like that teriyaki sauce. Now I've gotten a bottle of that and I have dumped like half a bottle and just like had some chicken nuggets and you know, as a health decision, that was a poor decision. For a taste and soul decision, that was a great decision. Made my life fucking way better, and I got high as fuck. But granted, it was like a half bottle of sauce. Like I was dipping like a kid, fucking triple dipping, you know, sucking and fucking re-dipping, and you know, so that was my problem. But with the rub, no, I don't know. I use that really sparingly. Maybe it's because I like it. You know, it's for taste, seasoning my steaks. I don't want to fucking over season it and get myself high. So I don't think you'd have to worry too much about it with the rub. But with that jerky, whew, that jerky is different.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
that
I'd
jerky
get in trouble
all
with
right.
that.
That jerky is
Who can
different.
eat one piece? Tell
She
me,
gave me that
who
beef
can eat
jerky.
one piece of beef jerky ever? You can't.
Nobody.
You just you start the bag and you finish it. I mean,
I mean, I can
it's a rule.
only.
Did you guys know that
It's a
hand
rule.
jobs are basically just called beef jerkies?
I did not know this. Nope.
Yeah,
But
that's new.
you know, I was just gonna bring up Slim Jims here, and
Ugh.
I can
Yeah.
I can only have one Slim Jim, like at a time for a month. Um,
That's because that's like that Bill
Yeah,
Gates
that's
beef
not. There's
jerky.
that.
You gotta get you gotta get real beef jerky, man.
yeah, but I do have a whole box of Slim Jims that are up on top of my pantry. They've been sitting there for 8 months, and my wife
They'll
is just
survive
like,
nuclear war. You can have
right.
that after for trading.
My wife is wondering.
Mhm.
She's asked me a few times already. Like she's already forgotten, and then has asked me again. So like, why are you? What's going on with these beef jerky? What's happening? I'm like, I'm saving them. I'm saving them until the salt gets on the outside. And then she goes, "Oh, that's right. You're weird." Because when I was in Iraq, we used to get, you know, Slim Jims that were sent over to us, and like all of our tobacco, everything, you know, sent from the PX would be in these Connexes for fucking months on it, sometimes years. Who knows? And like I had moldy cigarettes and shit. Like it was fucking horrible. Switched to Newports
Moldy.
because like the fucking the Marlboros, they all had fucking mold on them, and you could taste like how fucking bad it was. But you couldn't
Ew.
taste the mold on a Newport. Man, all you taste that fucking minty fresh.
It was still there. You just
He said,
couldn't
"Give me
taste it.
import."
Right.
Right.
But the Slim Jims, though, by the time like they were there, and I don't know if like they were just again 2-year-old Connex Slim Jims, but the salt would crystallize on the outside, and you could lick that fucking beefy salt off, and oh my god, so good. It's getting my mouth tasty.
Gross.
And I'm waiting
Yeah,
for that to happen here. And once it happens, I'm gonna bring it on the show. Look, this is what happens, you know, and I'll eat it. It's the best tasting shit ever. It's like a McDonald's fry. No,
Sounds
like a
awful.
It
McDonald's
does.
fucking French fry. You know what I mean? Like when that shit is like over salted, so fucking good, so crispy and crunchy. That's the same texture as this fucking beef stick.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible, actually. That literally does not sound good at
It's the
all.
best thing ever. But I have to stress, I have a box of original. I'm a little disappointed. I really want a box of nacho cheese. The nacho ones, they preserve the best.
Cheese?
The nacho Slim Jims. They
Have you ever had the
the
Tabasco,
Tabasco
ones?
ones are amazing. Aged.
They're fire.
You have to age your Slim Jim.
No.
Aged with that
No.
aged Tabasco
No.
salt flavor.
No, sir.
I'm telling you right now,
We're
if
not
you have
doing
not
any
aged
of
your
that.
Slim Jim, you've never eaten a Slim Jim.
Yeah, I guess I never eat a
It's-
Slim Jim, dog, because ain't
It's
no
like
way.
deep frying an Oreo. It's a whole delicacy. It's different, but it's better. I can't stress it enough. Like, let that
That's
shit
not
sit
a
on the
fair
shelf.
comparison.
It is. It really is. Honestly, I would say it's better, but that's my personal opinion. Whew, had to get that off my chest.
So we can talk about Bonnie Blue now.
When we come back, we
Let's
only
say
got
we
a
got
few minutes.
3-4 minutes till break.
Yeah.
But
It's not that long. The video is
Ah.
pretty short.
well, I'm very curious about her in general. I know, like, we know her claim to fame is fucking a lot of people and having an OnlyFans, and I guess being attractive, which
I don't think she's that
I don't know about that.
like she's
Right?
probably a 7.5.
like
She's
can we
not
Maybe.
like smoking hot or anything.
can we talk about this?
A 7.5 in
Right.
whose eyes?
Not mine.
And like, I don't want to.
I've
try to
never
s-
seen any of her videos though either. So
Right. I think this could be a big thing because, like, I don't want to try to solve the world's problems tonight, but like her, Hawk Tua, insert any other fucking ratchet bitch like Ice Spice or fucking whoever, right? How are these women being
Ice
famous?
Spice was nice before she got on
That's-
Ozempic.
She didn't get on Ozempic. They just cloned her and replaced her with some other fucking bitch. But either way, like, man, like, how are these girls getting
Might be
famous? Like, well, what is it? Like, is it literally from sucking dick? Because, like, I'll suck some fucking dick to get famous and rich. Like, what the fuck, dude?
look, no, you
Industry
can't tell
plants,
me
dog.
she's super smoking hot. I'm sorry.
That's
This is not. I mean,
allegedly she is.
look, that is not.
No,
No.
according to
She ugly as
men,
hell.
she is hot. Like,
No, what she does, they think is hot, but that is not like that's a 7 or an 8.
Well, according to her videos and stuff, she could suck a golf ball.
well,
through
you can
her
see the
ears,
jawline.
So I mean,
you can see the jaws. Like, she got a fucking. Y'all know about pit bulls, right? Like,
Unhinged.
you heard about
Her
that
jaw
lockjaw?
unhinges. Is that what you're
Like,
saying?
no, she it might, but I bet she got that lockjaw. She'll fucking and just lock on that shit, and you can't get her off.
that's a love song,
Which
didn't
one?
you know? That song you were just playing.
Okay, I think it's time for break.
That is a great segue to the commercial.
Yeah. We'll see y'all in a few minutes.
We'll talk more about Bonnie Blue when we get back.
That's right.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot knives that alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine they lift you above. With THC, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot knives got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make for the pride. Shedding doubts like a knife with Brendo and Cashman. We elevate our life.
Yo, welcome back. And I'm sure we're going to figure out what Brad meant when he was talking about Bonnie Blue. Where's T Prince and Brad, an investigator? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no, it's Dale.
Can you guys hear me?
No, hey, I can't hear you. What are you saying, Dale?
Yeah, speak up a little
Huh?
there.
Huh?
I can't hear you.
Huh?
There he is.
Oh,
Hi, Dale.
I can't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
what's up, Dale?
I heard we were talking about ratchet ass bitches.
Yeah, yeah. Is that something you like?
Well, you know, they come around trailer park every now and then, and you gotta shoot them away. You know, you gotta keep
Dale,
them away.
I thought you were seeing Brenda.
No.
What if they got their edges laid right and everything, Brad? You know, like looking all fine.
What you
and
mean their
everything?
edges lay right?
the
What
way-
you mean with that?
Oh, you ain't hip to the chocolate
No,
girls, huh?
I ain't on Tinder or whatever it is.
Tinder.
What you talking about? Swiping left or something? What now?
Dale, can I show you a picture of this Bonnie Blue and you tell me if you think she's attractive or not?
Yeah, let's find out. I heard Bonnie blew a bunch of men. Is that how she got the last name?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this whole thing out.
Now, do you think this woman is attractive, Dale?
Well, you know, back in my day, we had and I don't see too much of her here, but I can just tell by her face, she got what we used to call back in the day as rib tits. You know what I'm saying here? Hear me out. She got little tits on her ribs. You know, just little rib tits. Whatever happened to the girls with big old bazungas? You know, and full body curves and
You mean like Brenda's?
you know, like a full woman. You know what is this? It's like they're just getting skinnier and more plastic and more fake and look like she got jizz covered on her face. Does anybody else see that or is that me?
No, I think it's always there.
Dale, I think you are in such a
I
drought
think it's
that you
always
would
there.
jizz on her
Well,
face.
you know, I'm not saying that she's what do you want to say? You know, I would be settling for her. That's not the case.
Dale, you would be
She doesn't look bad in
1001.
this picture, but I
Right.
think this picture's touched up.
Like
Oh,
would
sure.
I? Oh, absolutely would. But would I be on the lookout for her to take advantage of me? Absolutely yes. You
Her
got to be
mom's
careful.
proud of her. You
Dale,
see
would you
that?
be
Her
1001?
mom's so proud.
Now, I'd be
Okay.
1,001 on her mama. What's up with
Her
her?
mom's her personal assistant.
She look like she thick and she know how to take it too. You know what I'm saying? You know,
You know, honestly,
and,
she
and
don't
she
And
look too
here's her
probably
bad.
husband. This is her husband.
did he sit in the corner the whole time?
Probably.
Probably.
Ah. All right, here's the video.
What?
How is
Oh,
she
her getting
married?
arrested.
Oh,
I thought we were
that's
gonna
her
play a whole nother
husband.
video.
That's her and her husband. Looks like the same guy, doesn't it?
What do you mean? How's she married?
She is
That
married.
No,
She was
look
married
at
before
this.
she
Look
did
at this guy.
1,000 guys.
This is not a man. When people are going to be shocked in years later on when he comes out to be
Oh,
a
it's not
trans
sharing.
person.
Hold on.
Watch. He's going to end up becoming a woman. He's going to pull a whole Bruce Jenner, and everybody's going to be, whoa, we didn't see that coming. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Ah. So where is she from? That
another
the
country.
like the Bobby Car is she Canadian or Britain? That hat is totally.
I think she's UK, right?
Is
Oh,
she
yeah.
UK?
Which probably explains the fucked up face. No offense. No offense. No offense out there.
God damn,
Wow.
bro.
Well, you
So
know,
yes, here's her
they did a
getting
lot of
arrested. We
inbreeding for a
still don't
while.
know why.
Probably for all that inbreeding she did.
I don't think it was inbreeding, Dale. I don't
I think
think
at
she
some
knew them. They weren't related.
I think
Yeah,
at
she's
some
from
point
England.
you get a couple
England.
hundred men in, you're bound to sleep with your third cousin.
I'm saying like at 1,000, eventually she had to start sleeping with some motherfuckers. Like she was a little pretty close.
You know,
She's a
she talking
sleepover.
about Uncle Kevin, that you? And you know, but they couldn't stop. It was already halfway done. Like, just gotta keep going through.
Well, once he had the tip in, you may as well let him fucking
You know what I'm
get the whole
saying?
thing in,
No
right?
time for conversation. Just wham bam, thank you, man. And you know, I've always thought about these things here. Not too much in depth. But I've watched a few videos now, okay? I've been around, and it seems like all these gentlemen get done in a timely manner. And I guess my question is
Didn't we do the math on how?
Yeah, we
right,
had
how-
it down to the second.
like let's say you have performance anxiety, or you just can't get it up that day. You know, like you're me. You know, you're older in your age, and it just don't work like it used to. Like how are you supposed to just like get it out and over with in like what 35 seconds, 40 seconds per person? Like what are we talking about here? You over there pre-peppering, you're rubbing it out halfway done. You're basically edging yourself, waiting for Bonnie Blue just to fucking put it
I
in her
mean-
mouth and go ready to go.
She
Well,
never
Corey,
said that they.
do you want to
She
weigh
never
in
said
here?
they actually got there. Weighing on what now?
That's a fair point. Did they all? Did the men come to completion, or did I guess at some point did she come to completion? Did she even have a good time?
At 1,000, if she fucked 1,000 men, at some point she had to have come. Right?
I don't know if that's how women work.
Well, goddamn, one of them had to fucking hit the right buttons at some point, right? Goddamn, that's some bad odds. If not,
It was 1 minute and 46 seconds.
oh, I could definitely get off in that time.
So like, and here's one other perplexing conundrum to fall on here. Like, did they line these gentlemen up by size?
Oh gosh, look. Yes, I just saw the picture. They had
Yeah, like, are you throwing a hot dog down
Like-
a hallway? Because I definitely don't want to be going after somebody a lot
they
bigger
had
than me.
like the Blue Man Group. They had
Like, is it? Pardon my
hold
French.
on. I just
Like,
had
are we
it.
grouped
I'll
up
show
in
you.
penis
Like, is
sizes?
this the
and then it's, like,
only?
the small
Is this the
guys
only
first?
appropriate time to have a dick measuring contest? But like, do you want to win? You know, because like that means you're at the end of the line, and you're just chilling there waiting for all these small dick fucks to fuck this girl before you do. Like, how's that gonna make you feel? You know, at some point you gonna be feeling bad yourself, and we can't be doing that, excluding people. You know, we got to have this equal opportunity fucking world. You know,
Equality.
got to be all politically correct and. But like that'd be rough for the woman too, you know, go from 6 to 12 to fucking 32 back to fucking 3 and like
32
32.
Hey,
What?
hey now.
fucking centimeters. Here.
God damn.
So now this long time ago, right? Back in the military, we had, you know, I don't want to call them dick measuring contests, but we had people who were just assholes, or in this term, they were just big dicks. Okay. And I had this lieutenant, and he had this whole thing about just basically letting everybody know how big his dick was. And it was embarrassing, really. Like, I still to this day, I'm like, I'm never gonna stack up against this man. And you know, at some point, like I think back, like he probably has to have a hard time in life. Because like this boy get out the shower, right? And hear me out. Now I ain't gonna take my drawers off, right? But like this high, right? So like mid thigh height, he'd have a towel around his waist, right? Belly button to mid thigh, right? And of course, half his fucking dick hanging out the other side of that towel. And he'd be like, "What? I do got a towel on. What are you talking about? You're the one that's gay looking at my dick." And I'm like, "Sir, can you please put your fucking big snake away? It's poking me in the eye. You reached over, you tapped me on the back of the shoulder with this thing. Tuck it away." And
What the hell?
See that's what they all wore.
Proudly poses. He looks very proud. See those eyes?
He doesn't even look like he could see. He's got it so crooked on his face.
Those are the eyes of a proud man.
Well, you know he's got a big one.
But every one
you
of
would
them
imagine
had
he
the
was
had the blue hood on. I guess because Bonnie Blue. There was another one where I can't
Oh,
find
God.
it, where she was posing with a bunch of them in their blue hoods.
Did they get a group photo?
Yeah, there was.
did they have
Let me
dicks out?
find it.
This whole thing is confusing.
Are they gonna have a
They
reunion?
should. They
Like,
should. They should do a whole
They're
TV
gonna
show.
have a thing on the Love Boat.
They should
Depends
do a
on how
whole
long she's
reality.
in jail.
I want a reality TV series about this whole thing and about how everybody stacks up against it, like how they feel internally about this, how they feel about being number 742, how they feel about being number one, how they felt about being two. You know what I mean? I need to know. Like, get all these things ironed out. How did they go about it? Were they getting handies? Were they getting blowies? Were they getting feetsies? Were they getting butts?
you know, I kind of want to know, like, does she have like a set goal of how many wieners she wants to enter inside of her before her life is over? Like,
And you know, I ain't trying to say anything wrong about this woman. You know, it's a free world. I think maybe do what you gotta do. But if she charged what $5 per person, she could start saving world hunger. You know, but like instead, she just want to be a selfish bitch, and that's my take. So could be doing some good with this, but instead, you know, just getting famous and shit. It's weird. What's she gonna do next? Launch a token on Pump Fun and make everybody lose their money? Who would do
Probably.
that? I can't even think of one person right now who would launch a crypto token and shill that shit out and tell people to buy it. That is disgraceful. Just disgusting.
I know a couple people actually.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
have never. I've never done
I
that.
would never buy anything on the
Don't
Solana
buy
network.
anything, but especially on the Solana network, I ain't never tell you to buy nothing. No gay for pay, none of that shit.
Uh-uh.
We got that endorsement waiver thing on the
Mhm.
beginning of this show. Yeah, we're not accountable
No.
for any of that.
But yeah, you know, I do wonder what type of precedent we're setting for the children these days with
Oh boy.
these people who we aspire to be. I wonder, you know, these kids, and you know, at some point, maybe this falls back on my generation. Maybe my generation didn't do that great of a job. You know, they just raising a bunch of fucking hood rats and fucking ratchet ass bitches, and you know, now this is what we get. And that, I can't just talk about the women. It's the boys too. They're doing dumb shit, fucking off, and like we just pointed out, the husband of the Bonnie Blue, like.
Yeah, what a whack job he is.
I don't even understand how we can consider that a husband or a male species. And I ain't trying to say that,
Maybe
You-
he's a kept man.
you know, I don't know how to put this. I believe in polygamy until you find the right person. You know what I'm saying? Whew. No, that's a joke. But it's just, I don't know. I don't get it.
Ah, I found
I
it.
just like you got to let somebody be happy, and you can't control them. I understand that, But at some point, if they're going off and they're fucking 1,000 other dudes, you gotta draw the line. You gotta draw the line. Just oh man, with the Blue Man Group and all.
Yeah,
That's so
right.
weird.
And I'm pretty sure those guys weren't never nudes.
Now,
Ah,
oh,
Who's
was
the
that a
yeah,
other?
throwback to the Arrested Development?
I love that
Yeah.
series.
Jesus, he blew himself. Oh my god.
I wonder if he was one of the 1,000.
Likely, I am looking at the striped shirt guy, the little white kid here, um, and
Yeah,
I'm
with the
thinking he looks out of place. he,
he looks young too.
he looks underage. He look out of place. He look like he getting fucked in this whole shabiz.
He
I
looks
don't know
scared
how.
too, doesn't he?
He sure
Oh my
does.
God, that's Justin Timberlake. It's a
What?
Diddy party. That's what it was.
Oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord have mercy. You know,
Are we
I
really
wouldn't even put it
surprised?
past him. Wouldn't even put it past him. I do feel bad for Justin Bieber because I heard he did sold his entire music catalog,
Oh,
and
he did? Who'd
that's
he
what I
sell
heard.
it to?
Oh, I don't
George
fucking know.
Soros? Because he bought Taylor Swift's music catalog.
But I thought she was an independent, smart businesswoman. That's what all the kids that are hip on the internet told me.
Apparently, she didn't have any say in it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because
Hold
she's a
on, I'll
smart,
find
hip
it.
businesswoman. Oh, I actually think. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. I think all the Swifties, not all of them. It's like the birds that we're talking about. The birds being drones. Not all the birds are drones. Okay, a couple of the birds are real, right? Theoretically. Same
Theoretically.
with the Taylor Swift fans. Some of them are real people. Okay, hear me out. Most of them are just drones, and they're just out here just plugging away, doing what everybody's telling them to do. They're the sheep of the world. They're the people who don't have a subconscious, no thought process. They're just being injected with the big government, all the fucking bullshit, and they're basically just robots out there pushing the agenda that they want. Did y'all see Brittany Mahomes got a boob job? This is directly related to Taylor Swift.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Brittany Mahomes is? Come on now.
I
She's
never know
America's
who any of
sweetheart.
these people are. I had to ask you guys who we were talking about tonight when we were fucking talking about
Patrick
Bonnie Blue.
Patrick Mahomes, okay? He's a four-time MVP, Super Bowl winning, and his wife, who used to be friends with Taylor Swift, now they're not friends anymore because of political affiliation. Taylor Swift started talking trash about, Brittany. Brittany started talking trash about Taylor Swift. Long story short, Brittany got a fucking boob job and said, "I'm prettier than you, bitch." And that's where we're at in the drama cycle. You got to stay up on this now. Come on.
Absolutely love
Why?
this one, right? Whew. This is sort of it's not a short speech, so just I don't want this to slip and break because it's very important to me. Thank you so much. She's so supportive. We all need someone like that. I'm Taylor. Good evening. I want to first thank Billboard from the bottom of my heart for this honor.
Oh Lord, I don't want to
This
watch
is
the whole
going
thing.
great
Just
so
tell me
far.
about Soros stealing your music.
Excellent. Okay.
Never mind.
Ah,
I'm not watching that. And I want to thank God and
Oh
my,
yeah,
my
15 minutes.
mom and yeah, no, we're not
that
doing that.
lady
But yes, George
snatched that
Soros
shit out
bought
of her hand.
her first 7 albums, I think. And it was kind of weird that immediately after that, she suddenly turned into the huge anti-Trumper, being all loud and
Mm.
Mm.
about it, immediately following him buying all her music.
See, and that's Gorilla. He knows exactly what I'm talking about because right after that happened, that's when Brittany Mahomes was saying, "You're just a sellout, bitch. You just fucking over there trying to get Biden and the Kamala reelected." And then shortly after, I don't want to say because the donations made, yada, yada, yada. But in my opinion, I think the Kansas City Chiefs, or hear me out, the NFL, the actual NFL, because they're not going to get Taylor Swift to come to any more games because the whole political fiasco has taken They need Brittany Mahomes, who's going to continue to be on TV because she's Patrick's wife. They need her to be pretty. So somebody said, get her bigger tits because she's ugly as fuck. And now all of a sudden, look, look, I looked at Brittany Mahomes recently and I said, she is suddenly attractive. I don't know what it is. And then I realized, oh, she got a boob job. God damn it. I fell for it again. I fell for it again. I tell you what. As a matter of fact,
man.
I'm gonna pull this one up. This is a good.
I don't know who she is. I have to look her up.
Oh, all you need to know is listen. Okay, hear me out. Let's reel this thing back in. So Patrick Mahomes, he good quarterback. He can throw the football real good, real well. Debatably, when he runs, it looks like somebody fucked him up the butt. That's what I heard on the internet. Okay, so now Brittany and Patrick, they had a lot of disputes as children in high school. They were high school sweethearts. Patrick, he said, "Get out of here. You're a skank. Get out of here." But whatever happened, Brittany, she figured out he is good at throwing the football. And somebody said, "Hey, bitch, you ain't gonna be nothing in life. You need to start sucking his dick or something."
Is
And
this her?
if you're looking at Brittany Mahomes, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I got a good
So,
picture.
so she kept sucking his dick real good, right? And now she ain't never gonna have to worry about him leaving her. And
You got
then
matching smiles.
I don't know who it was that
Right?
paid
They
for the
must
boobs,
use the same dentist.
but after 2 kids, okay, you ain't telling me she just got bigger boobs and a smaller waist. That is not how pregnancies work. Let me tell you what. Okay, I know how plastic surgery work, and she got that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that one. But I think it's for the good. I hope Patrick plays well this year. Not well enough because I'm a Denver Broncos fan, but you know, all that, all's well that ends well, I suppose.
Well, her Sports Illustrated looks pretty good.
But do you
Oh
have
yeah.
a before? Because that's what I here. But let's do a
Look, Dale,
All right.
her Sports Illustrated looks pretty
no.
good.
I understand. I really do.
I'm
But
sure that picture is
but
totally
type
Definitely
edited
in
up.
Brittany Mahomes before and after for me, and let's see
Okay.
what comes up. Because they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, here we go. Just a juicy.
I
Uh-huh.
think she was prettier before. That
I would
that
agree with you actually.
huh?
I would
Yes,
agree actually.
she looks like an AI.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Escape from LA? Snake
Yeah.
Plissken and the plastic surgery people?
See,
That's
but
what
what if
she
she
looks
got
like
cloned?
now.
What if they just swapped her out for a high grade Hollywood
Clone.
clone?
She's a clone.
I don't
Yeah,
Patrick
know.
she
wouldn't
was
complain.
totally prettier before they messed with her.
Well, some of those side photos, I don't know. I don't know. Some of them side photos, she got that. She got that squirrel and chipmunk face, and it just. Whew. What
It's
else
the
we got
same
here?
picture. Yeah, I think they messed her up. She was
Yeah.
definitely prettier before.
Well,
That's a shame,
I mean, has
you know,
anybody ever gotten good plastic surgery?
right?
I mean, her breasts look nice.
At the end, they all start looking like Joan Rivers, like all
Mm, that's a good point.
Kenny Rogers.
Mm.
Did you see what he looked like? I think he died, didn't he?
I
Yeah.
think so, but Jesus, I don't know.
At the end, his plastic surgery. Oh my gosh.
Mm, where he looked like he was constantly smiling or whatever.
Oh Lord, it was bad.
Yeah,
It
I had
was.
to get a little bit of a refresher on that one. I don't even know what the goal was for that because, like, boy, they didn't reduce his age or appearance. They just tried to rejuvenate his complexion. I don't know what the hell that was all about, but you know,
I'm back,
Welcome
guys.
back. I
That's
hope
something.
everything came out all right.
I was fighting a
Oh,
BBT.
Hey, speaking of shit, I was just informing these two over here. They knew nothing about it. About Brittany Mahomes and her plastic surgery that she got because Taylor Swift is, no longer going to be coming to the Kansas City Chiefs games anymore. So the NFL paid for her
Why
big
not?
boobies.
Why ain't Taylor
Well,
Swift
we
going to
already
games
know
no
it.
more?
It's going to be Travis's last year. I think. Like probably more than likely his last year. But Taylor and Brittany, they had a falling out because Taylor is owned by the people who wanted Biden to win, and Brittany and Patrick wanted Trump to win, and they got in a little spiffy, and they sure did. And the retaliation was Brittany Mahomes getting big titties to rub it in the face of Taylor Swift and say, "Look who's pretty now, bitch."
Well, I like big titties.
Mm-hmm.
So does Dale.
Oh,
But
man.
but then we
Y'all ever go to the bathroom, take a shit, right?
TMI.
And you ever just fucking almost gag
Oh, yeah.
yourself?
oh yeah.
Like, woo! God damn.
When I was younger, I used to go to the bathroom. I'd take a shit. I'd be in there for about 15, 20 minutes. And that's how people knew I was doing a number 3. And some people know number 3 has different meanings.
What's a
That's
three,
jerking
Dale?
the third leg.
Is that something new?
Giving
some-
yourself away there.
That's jerking
Some
the
people
third
puke.
leg. I
Some
know that
people
one.
are
Hi,
like, oh,
Crimson
that's when you're
Ghost.
peeing and pooping. Oh, no. That's when you're on there you're taking the shit. It's going to be a while. But, you're in between wipes and pinches off. So I got my handy dandy cell phone. What can I find on here?
I mean,
Yeah, then you
real
find your
quick.
dingling, and not also you're playing with it. I'll be damned if it just don't turn into a good time. But
In the trailer
Then you
park.
fucking
You flush first, right?
hey.
At least tell me you flush first.
No. Usually you don't until you're about halfway through and you get one of them wafts from jerking. And you're like, damn, that shit stank. And so you flush that shit, and then you finish beating it.
or depending on what you're watching, like say I'm tuned into anal, okay,
Oh, Jesus.
now that we got the aroma to match,
Good Lord.
couldn't even get through that sentence.
Dale.
Oh,
Dale, buddy. Dale.
Good God.
Good
So,
time.
Dale, what do you think about birds, man?
They're not real.
Are they real or no?
I'm 50-50 because when I'm driving, I don't know if any of y'all been driving. You seen a bird do bird tricks? I swear to God, these birds, they just fly in front of cars all the fucking time.
Chickens
especially
are
when I'm
real, I
driving.
promise.
Chickens.
Chickens
are
are
real.
birds. I can go get one
Those
if
birds
you
that are
if you
jumping
want
in
me
front of the
to.
cars
You
like
want me to
that.
go get one?
I mean,
You see them birds jumping in front of you
Oh, yeah.
every time I'm driving.
I can relate to wanting to jump
Dale,
in
I
front of
got
a
hit
car.
in the head with a chicken yesterday morning when I was opening them. They flew down from the shelf, and it's definitely real.
Did it hurt?
I'm kind of used to it. I pretty much get hit in the head with a chicken almost every day. I think they aim.
They ever peck you in the head?
When they get broody, sometimes they're real witches, and they'll when you try to check the eggs, you get
Oh, yeah.
shit picked out of you.
Man, I
see
tell
that.
you, if a chicken ever fucking pecked me, it'd be running around with its
Yeah.
head cut off.
So
Real
we
quick.
had this
Well, here.
this rooster. His name, the boys were little. They called him Butthole because I named him Asshole because
Okay.
he was one of those ones that would sneak up on you and flog you when you weren't looking. I don't know if you know what flogging is, but roosters have spurs, and they
Birds.
jump and they do this, and they puncture you with the spurs.
That'd have been a dead
telling you
cock
right
real
now.
I
fast.
booted him a couple times, but my husband is very gentle soul. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Mm.
And he was outside doing stuff in the yard, had shorts on, and Asshole flogged him in both of his calves, and he came
Oh.
in like smoke coming out of his ears, and he says, "That chicken has to die."
Yeah. Yep.
He was a good defender of the flock though, and he died saving his hens. So,
Nice.
but I had PTSD so bad after he was gone that I was still looking over my shoulder for months after he wasn't there, waiting for him to come get me.
Yeah.
That's how the mental anguish that he caused.
I see that. Well, I believe you chickens are real, but y'all watch this video and tell me what you think about birds.
Nah, bro. I hear this shit in the fucking wild. I'm gone. And then it looks at you. That thing fake as fuck. There's a CIA agent.
For real, you know, I'm like,
that thing and fucking control it, dog. Like, ain't no way that
I
thing's
watched
real.
this on American Dad. They do that to animals. They put humans right inside their bodies. Hello? That motherfucker said hello?
See, come on,
Hold
quit
on.
playing with
Let's
me.
wait. Gets better.
Can you imagine watching this on acid? That shit creepy as fuck.
And now
I ain't gonna
what's
lie.
the goal of this?
This has got to be the "I want my dick sucked" call.
I've made that one myself. It's that one. That was the one.
That was the alert.
This
Listen
is
to it turn into a regular bird.
Well, that sounds like a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You hear that R2D2 shit at the end?
I hear the mockingbirds have started. They'll do the sound of a siren now. I
Really?
hear that the mockingbirds, and the one out here doesn't have it quite down, but he's starting to sound like a chicken. He's teaching himself to talk
Man.
like the chickens too.
That's
That's
wild.
crazy.
Now watch this here at the Technical University in New Mexico.
Frankenstein devices.
Well, that's at least what we're calling them. And I'll tell you, look, I learned a lot down there today. And let's clear one thing up right away. Some of you may already be thinking about the birds aren't real conspiracy theory. Well, researchers told me there are absolutely no plans to use these bird drones to spy on people. But there are plans to spy on some animals out in the wilderness. And there's even a few practical uses that could help make flying a little safer.
A very tiny version of this.
After years of trying to replicate how birds fly,
It's heavy and then it felt so real.
mechanical engineer Dr. Mustafa Hassanalian figured he could borrow some blueprints from Mother Nature.
We saw that maybe it's a good idea to use the whole body of the birds because everything is there and we just need to do a reverse engineering and
Reverse engineering? What did he do? Take one apart?
To a drone.
Yeah, you heard that right. These abnormal looking birds are actually drones built from the bodies of taxidermy birds and retrofitted
Whoa, he
with
did
robotic
take 'em
technology,
apart.
allowing them to move and fly like real birds, and that's the point.
The current drones that are being used for wildlife monitoring, like hexacopter or quadcopter, they create lots of noise, and animals will be scared and scatter.
But these drones blend in, well, at least most of them, giving wildlife research.
No,
I'm saying,
reverse engineering. He totally took those creatures apart bone by bone.
Yes, and rebuilt them.
And 3D printed them.
He later claims that they're definitely not going to use them to surveil people.
That's a lie.
At some point, we need to focus on what's really important here.
What's that, Dale?
That's a serial killer.
I can agree with that.
I have studied. I understand. When we start to see people dismembering animals,
secondly,
that is in fact a serial killer. Somebody better be watching him. So now that we got that said, yes, we got to keep this out the hand of Bill Gates, because we know that he's going to use that to absolutely.
He's already doing it. You're crazy if you think he's not.
The one thing, I could have played that whole. It's like 4 minutes long, but the one good thing that they pulled out of it was doing this to predator birds and having them fly around airports to scare off other birds so they don't get sucked into aircraft on takeoff and landing. So, I mean, that's a benefit, but then again, you've seen how high an eagle can fly and how good the satellite pictures are of dimes on highways. So,
can I get one of those with some missile launchers to run off the predators that are
there you go,
messing with my chickens?
Just build your own.
I actually
dismember birds, nobody will blink an eye.
What's his name? Hold on.
If you stick sorts of gears and robot equipment into them, people will come over and go, "Hey, this looks cool. What are you building?" Just the craziest thing I've seen. I thought taxidermy was a little weird, but this boy over here, I could not believe they put a serial killer on the news and they said, "Hey, kids, be like this." What? What are you talking about?
Steve Reinhardt, he's the CEO of AITX. They make the RoboDog. I think RoboDog would be. I volunteered for him to give me one to test as predator control for my flock.
So you gotta watch these Kingsman flicks, okay? Because in the second one they have RoboDogs, and it's cute as hell. No spoilers. They're called Benny and the Jet. They're called Benny and the Jet because they got Elton John in the movie, and it's so cute because they got the Benny and the Jet. Benny and the Jet, you know what I mean? But they're RoboDogs with fucking like things that can chew people up and spit them out. It's cool as hell. But good flick. Scared the hell out of me because I figure, if it's in a movie, some rich person probably has it.
Rad Dog. He's called Rad Dog. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
This is the AITX Rad Dog. Wait.
I think I seen him.
I get rid of the stupid ad.
I think I seen these on the internets. Yeah, creepy.
Red Dog LB2, ooh, ooh, making justice sweet. Red Dog LB2, ooh, ooh, on the digital beat. Red Dog LB2, ooh, ooh, making justice sweet. Red Dog LB2, ooh, ooh, on the digital beat. Red Dog LB2.
Gets around pretty good.
Escape these feet. Drug to it, send it to the motherfucker.
Could you imagine if you're a fox and you think you're about to get one of my chickens and this dude rolls up on you? Look. I'm fair.
Red Dog LB2, whoop whoop, on the digital beat. Red Dog LB2, whoop whoop, making justice sweet.
Rad music.
It is. It's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I'll show you though. These are the dogs you want, T-Pro.
Yeah.
You are going to tell me what the access code is.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll take 5 of those.
That was sweet.
want the magic umbrella too.
That was a bulletproof umbrella right there. That movie's sweet. That Kingsman movie. Good.
I'm gonna
Good flick.
watch him.
Good
His
flicks.
umbrella is badass. Bulletproof. It's got screens on it and radar and all kinds of shit.
Speaking of the radar, though, let's go back to these dogs here. Hope he's okay. Nevertheless, okay, there he goes. So
I don't think he even
with
knows
the, with these robot dogs and any police enforcement cameras, as an American citizen, I think it's time that we realize that we have certain rights and freedoms in this country. We have the right to face our accuser, right? That is not possible if AI is taking pictures of you and incriminating you without any sort of background information to what's going on in this scenario here. Now all of a sudden we're just giving away hanky-panky speeding tickets and we're capturing people doing drug deals and shit like that. Like, come on now, calm down. We can't be using this to spy on people. This is insane. We got to let this stuff go. Enough is enough. We can't be having this stuff. Get it out of here. That's my opinion on that. We don't need these robot for fucking police. Get out of here.
You gotta get yourself one of these, Dale. One of these rings right here that you can wear. Makes it look like you got an extra finger, so AI.
Ew, gross.
So they won't come after me. I like that. That's a good one.
Right? You can say, "Oh no, it's AI." See, too many fingers.
Yeah, I was just playing it in there. They I don't know. We was talking about this back in the 70s.
That's what Big Mike was using.
Y'all remember this? No, y'all don't remember the 70s. You're going to be putting bugs in your vacuum cleaners. They're going to be putting stuff in your television sets to spy on everything. And they're just pushing all this consumer stuff down your throat. Every time you think of something now, you think about getting a brand new lawnmower, what pops up on Facebook? You don't even have to say it out loud. You just think, I'm going to look for a lawnmower. And it's right there on your feed. And they're doing this stuff on purpose. Okay. And now they're going to do it so that anytime you step outside your door, they're going to find you because they have a camera saying, oh, you're walking while chewing gum. You said, fuck the president. We think you're an illegal immigrant. Get the fuck out of here. And they're just going to start coming along and just capturing everybody. And they're going to start killing them off. Watch, folks. Watch.
Dale, they're already putting people into different classifications that exact way right now.
I know it. I know it. And just wait. Just wait, because the war on drugs has never been about safety. The war on drugs has been getting rid of the people who don't play ball. That's what that's about. Because if the war on drugs was real, Hunter Biden would never, ever be allowed near the White House again after dropping crack cocaine in that bitch. But we all gonna pretend it wasn't his. Okay, then whose was it? Who else at the White House doing crack cocaine? And this ain't no big deal. We all just gonna sweep that under the rug. Come on now.
I bet he got the good stuff though.
I hope it was that blue cocaine. If he got that medical grade, man, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that. But I'm about tired of our U.S. government going around getting drugs from other countries, starting these drug wars, and then smuggling them back into our country, and then arresting the people who are using them. This has got to be the most ass-backwards system I ever heard of. And if anybody thinks that that's not what's happening, like, you remember Afghanistan? You do recall all the opium that was there? Oh. Gonna pretend that didn't happen? No. We were not in Iraq for oil, I'll tell you that, but we may have been in Afghanistan for opium now. Let's talk about it. Come on now. Jesus Christ.
It's a two-way system.
Mm-hmm. Well, the opium trade has been a big trade for China. China's been doing real good with that since the 1300s. We tried to dip our toes in that, and I personally believe the Pakistan India thing has a little bit to do with that Indian trade. I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough. But if I had to guess, somebody's upset about it. Somebody wants their hands in it, and it ain't us anymore. We don't have no control over it. But you guys may know that because we ain't really pushing heroin here in America anymore. As a matter of fact, we're pushing fentanyl. So whatever, no big deal, no harm, no foul. Don't even worry about it.
Who's bringing in that fentanyl?
Oh, it's Mexicans, right? Mexico making fentanyl, not big pharma. No way.
Your government.
When you go in for a surgery and they put you under, they don't give you fentanyl. No. I tell you what, as a matter of fact, I went and got surgery a couple years ago, and they gave me that fentanyl, and I tell you what, that was the highest I ever been in my life, and that's some good shit right there. But I was flabbergasted. I said, "Wait a minute, y'all are the ones making this?" And then I looked into it more, and boy, oh boy, yeah, the cartel does peddle some fentanyl, but where do they get it from? That's a whole fucking ring right there, boy.
CIA operators.
Yeah.
God damn, y'all. I'm dozing off on fucking here.
You don't like our CIA stories?
Nope.
You don't know about Ollie North?
I don't even fucking know what half of the shit y'all were talking about. I don't know how long I've been sitting there fucking nodding.
Oh, man. Ollie North has nothing to do with drugs. Ollie North has everything to do with weapons trade, and the reason why Iran is one of our enemies. You know, he gave them weapons. Ronald Reagan made a bunch of money off of it. It was a whole hoot right there. And he took the fall. It was a hell of a show. CIA, they're good people. Good people. He's on Fox News, you know. But let's see. As we start wrapping it up, what did we learn today?
Bill Gates.
Fuck Bill Gates. Brittany Mahomes may be a clone. I don't know where I'm at on this definitively. If Brittany Mahomes is not a clone at this point, I think the NFL paid for her boob job. I'm gonna say it. That the NFL gave that to Patrick and Brittany as a thank you gift for making the NFL great and watchable. Because if it wasn't for them, nobody would even tune in to the NFL over the last 3 years. We all know it. It's a shame. But let's see what else we cover. Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
We have deduced she is not attractive. I believe that's correct.
Yes.
But as the men of the program on here, I think we all agree that we would probably all have sex with her. It's very disgusting. We're horrible people. But would we enjoy it? No. Would we do it for America? Absolutely.
For America.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to sleep for America. Good night, chat.
All right, have a good one. One of the only other things I wanted to talk about real quick before we get on out of here, the South Africa fiasco. My, oh my. Now, I don't know if they are killing white people in South Africa. I don't know this. I have heard South Africa is very racist. That's as much as I know. But I understand President Trump went in big dick swinging on, I don't even know if he's the president, on the South African leader.
He's the president.
Earlier. The president. And oh my God, this was good television. Good television, folks. I don't know if you're watching this stuff. I don't know who you're rooting for in this. I don't know if you're rooting for South Africa. I don't know if you're rooting for America. I'm rooting for America. It's not that I think that we're right. I thought it was hilarious, though. He got bitch slapped from fucking face to face by Donald Trump talking about why are you killing white people? Why are you letting this genocide happen? And basically with like no real proof except for stuff that he saw on the internet. And I enjoy it. I saw the same thing.
That picture from the Congo?
Yeah.
I like the part where the South African president told him he wished he had a plane to give him.
Hillary didn't like that.
I mean, that would probably
nobody's
ease
giving her
tensions.
planes anymore.
Well, Trump picked that plane. That's what they're saying now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because back in February, when that plane was in the United States, in Florida, Trump toured it. That's what they're saying.
He did want that plane. Now, personally, I don't know if I totally agree with his decision to keep it in the presidential cabinet, turn it over to the library, whatever. I ain't trying to be one way or another. I ain't trying to say I'm for Trump or against Trump. That's his plane. What are we talking about? What are we even talking about? And why can't he accept a personal gift? This is insane. We have senators, we have congressmen. They're getting personal gifts from Big Pharma, from fucking Coca-Cola, from
All the
fucking
time.
Dick and D's Nuts Lawyer Group, whoever, right? And they're just taking it. And they're electing attorneys and fucking judges all over the place, doing whatever they want to do just for whoever's stuff in their pockets the most. And that's fine. That's how business works. And if you don't understand that, you're retarded. You're retarded.
That's
Listen.
the corporatization of America.
So here's how this works. Okay. We have to understand this. The president of the United States currently gets paid $400,000 a year, right? Now, imagine you get paid $400,000 a year and you're going to go talk to some big Jewish fucking dick swinging motherfucker who has $50 billion in his pocket. Not to mention how many he has in, this Swedish bank, this fucking Nicaraguan fucking, cartel that he owns, whatever. We know how these greedy Jewish motherfuckers roll, okay? You can't tell a big motherfucking billionaire how to live their life if you're only making $400,000 a year. That's where Trump and his gifts and things like that come into play. Because if you're getting all these other things, you're still a power player. Now you're a big dick swinger too. That's how it works, And when you're a celebrity, we know how celebrities work. You go into a fucking a restaurant, they give you the nicest table, they pay for your food. You go on an airplane, they give you front rows. You know what I mean? So like, of course you're gonna get a fucking airplane from the people who are giving us gas. He said a long time ago, the people who are giving us gas are charging us out the ass with taxes. And he can't just put tariffs on everybody. I mean, he put tariffs on just about everybody. But if he puts tariffs on gas too, right, that's going to hurt Americans. But he did say y'all going to pay. And what did they pay him with? An airplane. That's fair. That's
and a golf course contract.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, how does that help America? I don't know.
Cheaper gas. If we're buying gas from the Saudis again, then definitely cheaper than the U.S. oil companies are willing to sell it for right now because they don't want to drill. They got a surplus.
I'm not happy with gas being $3 a gallon overall, but I'm happy that it's not $4 a gallon like it was. That was a nightmare. I don't know about y'all. I could not afford a $4 gas. I could not afford it. I drive me that big V8 Dodge.
Yeah, you got a what? 20 gallon, 30 gallon gas tank?
27 gallon gas tank. And I get a good 14 to 16 depending on how fast I go,
So 14.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes 12. Kill 3 baby seals just to go 10 miles, not even a big deal. And that's the thing with Bill Gates. Bill Gates knows this. And it's okay, for people like me to ruin the environment. But it's not okay for 500 million people like me to be driving big Dodges and burning holes in the ozone layer. Bill Gates knows this was why he's trying to slow down our reproductive abilities. So
putting chemicals in the air and metals and shit too.
Well, I think some of the birth control stuff that's going on in Africa, I don't want to say it's bad. Okay. Because there could be a critical need in some of these areas where they don't have good resources for these children, and some of these women are out there, under horrible conditions in Africa. So maybe, the birth control is good in some aspects, but I think that the way Bill Gates is going about it is very weird with how he's basically depopulating slowly that entire country, which is very rich in rare minerals. Very, very weird. And all of it lines up very much so when you realize that Melinda Gates has, divorced and totally
that
left
was
everything.
all a scam. That was all to protect his money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he says he's giving it all away over the next 10 years.
He gave it to her.
To his own private companies.
Mm-hmm.
They're non-profits.
Right.
All his philanthropy efforts.
I would donate to my own nonprofit and then write it off too. Why not?
Well, the Clintons wrote the book on that.
It's a good way to. People have been doing that a lot longer than the Clintons.
Oh yeah.
But they did it. The Clinton Foundation and USAID. I mean, they turned it into a freaking science to funnel it from the American people right into their own pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and one of the things that's been very confusing for me.
What was the name of that group? The Soros and the Clintons and hold on, I'll get it. I wrote an article on it.
While she's digging that up, it's fascinating to me when the Democrats were up there going up against Trump for the presidency. Trump being big on cryptocurrency. I was surprised the Democrats weren't really big on there because the Clinton Foundation is heavily invested in multiple cryptocurrencies, including Algorand.
Tides.
They are huge in Algorand.
Tides. Get it? Money laundering. Tide.
Oh.
I mean, they always tell you what they're going to do, but yeah, the Tides group was, let's see, George Soros, the Gateses, Planned Parenthood, BLM.
Yeah.
Epstein, it was connected to Epstein.
Of course.
Well, I think they were...
the Clinton Global Initiative, CGI, the Clinton Global Initiative, and what's the kid's name? Clinton.
Chelsea.
She.
Skank.
The Tides Foundation was like just writing her checks.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to bring it back to something that was said a couple weeks ago on this show. For the next generation out there, if Chelsea Clinton runs for president in 20, 30 years, somebody get up, slap her across the face like Will Smith slapped Chris fucking Rock. And no. We ain't having this nepotism. We ain't having this bullshit fucking repeating. We do not need another Clinton ever again. It's nothing wrong. It's not that he did anything horrible. It's just that, like, he didn't do anything great.
I did not have sexual relations with that girl.
Right. And
I did with her dress, though.
I want to say, honestly, that might have been the best part of his whole presidency. And
he's so ugly. Like, I don't even know. I'd be like, ugh, no, get away from me. Don't touch me.
Everybody want to talk about, when it comes to the Clintons, everybody want to talk about like the NAFTA and the free trade and all that stuff. Honestly, when that got reconstructed under the Clintons, we just got fucked. We got fucked up the ass. He basically just made it so everybody just could just fuck us totally. And then General Motors went over to Mexico. Harley Davidson fucking went over to India. Everybody just said, fine, fuck it. We don't even have to operate in America. We'll go get cheap labor from fucking somewhere else who lets us use slaves. And that's all thanks to the Clinton administration. And, we can argue about it. We can debate about it, folks. It's not a whole thing where, like, Donald Trump is totally scot-free on all this. He probably has his kinks too. But the Clintons seemed like they were just, okay with little fucking kids working on Harley Davidson.
I don't think he needs them.
Well,
She's smoking hot, even now.
I still wonder.
Classy lady.
I still wonder about Barron. I tell you what, I still wonder. I've looked at pictures. I've looked at videos. I've done comparisons. Okay. I've seen miraculous things happen where kids don't totally look like one of the parents, or they only look like one of them. But I'll be damned if Barron looked like a basketball player now. Okay,
he's a big old boy. Golly, he's huge.
I've seen some pictures and some rumors that circulate way down in the old interwebs about somebody that Melania could have been close with that look a lot like Barron. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on the subject because it wasn't Donald Trump now. But Eric, that's Donald's kid. We know Don Jr.'s Don's kid. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
there ain't no argument there. His daughters, I hope they're not his after some of the things he said about them. Where he said, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure I would ever say that about my daughter, but
All right, Dale. It's 11 o'clock, buddy.
Yeah, that THC done got me, boy. I tell you what,
I can tell.
Past your bedtime, Dale.
We fly high on that.
Kicked in.
All right.
Well,
All
we're
right.
canceled.
Good night, everyone. Congratulations, Jules, on winning the giveaway.
On the big bag of weed. That's a good one.
We got more coming, so everybody stick around. Pay attention. Keep watching.
Herder edibles next week.
Yes. Give away that herder edible gift baskets or whatever the hell. We'll figure it out when we talk to them. And then, yeah, we'll have to come to some conclusion on the glass station. Probably go with a dab rig. But all right.
I think that's a good idea.
Bye.
Let's get on out of here.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
We came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. This is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. To the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.